Sally Sawaya is here.
Now it's Ask the Dietitian with Sally Sawaya from Sally's Diet Right.
Good morning, Sally.
Good morning, Gavin.
So very nice to see you.
Good morning. Nice to see you too.
Are you enjoying this weather?
Yeah, today, yes, and yesterday afternoon, but before that, no way.
Are you getting any sleep?
Without the AC, I couldn't even.
AC.
I have
Luxury.
an AC on. Yes, I have to.
Because usually in the mountains, I don't need AC, so I never ever got AC in my house.
Me too, same thing, because we thought, like, in my room, I'm always cold anyway, and so I thought, okay, what's the point of getting an AC so I can use it twice a year? Like, I literally don't even want it except for, like, maybe a couple times in August. This year, on the other hand,
we need it.
I might get an AC.
Yeah. So, Sally from Sally's Diet Right in Rabieh, and tell us more about Sally's Diet Right.
We're a clinic situated in Rabieh, Mtailib, and I really consult a broad range of anything to do with nutrition and diseases, as well as in weight loss and weight gain. So now it's the season, everybody's preparing for the beach weather.
No.
And I'm getting loads of questions on my top 5 things.
Okay.
So what is your top 5 things this morning?
It's 5 tips to make your cellulite look smoother.
Oh, and this is food related?
Food related and lifestyle related. So it's more like lifestyle.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah, but everybody has cellulite, even thin, fat women. Everybody has cellulite. There's no cure, by the way, but there are some tips that can help you make it less noticeable.
Okay, let's hear these. They're important.
Top 5 things, ways to get rid of your cellulite. Number 5.
Lose a few kilos. Now, you can have cellulite if you're thin or if you're fat, but if you have really extra weight, it makes it more visible. But remember that you have to avoid the yo-yo effect, the yo-yo dieting or going up and down a lot, because this can make your cellulite look even worse.
Okay.
So make sure you lose weight slowly, and then it will look smoother.
Okay.
Number 4.
Exercise. Exercise is very, very important, because strong muscles under lumpy areas can make your skin look even smoother and less dimpled. So make sure, in addition to your cardio, do some strength exercises to increase that blood flow to the areas like legs, hips, and bottoms.
So things like squats.
Yes,
or whatever
lunges,
else.
yes. You can consult a personal trainer or Patrick.
Yeah.
And then remember to hydrate. You need to drink a lot of water to keep your body and cells hydrated and flushed from those harmful toxins that can be trapped in the fat cells.
Okay. Number 3?
Stop smoking. Smoking can reduce blood flow to the skin, so it gets thinner.
It
and
makes
the
cellulite worse?
Yes, it can
That's
make your
so weird.
cellulite appear worse. So kick the habit, starting today if you can.
Yes, do it. Stop smoking. Number 2.
Number 2, it's eat more raw and whole foods. More vegetables, more fruits, legumes, whole grains. These are filled with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, fiber. They are all associated with healthy weight and a healthy skin appearance, so less dimples again.
Okay. So
And
more
number
fresh.
1. Number 1 of ways to get rid of cellulite.
This is really important. Avoid refined carbs, that means the white carbs, and processed foods. Because like white bread, sugary foods and drinks, junk food can all lead to fat accumulation, especially in cellulite-prone areas like your hips and bottom. So go natural as much as possible. Have the fresh produce, avoid processed foods, and cook healthy. Avoid junk.
Nice.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Sally Sawaya from Sally's Diet Right. If you have a question, 03 887 000. It's meant to be Florida Georgia line with BB Rexa. So in the studio this morning is Sally Sawaya from Sally's Diet Right. If you have a question, 03 887 000.
So, people talking about like those fizzy beverages.
Yes.
That we're not allowed to name. And like the light versions of that. So, for example, the light beverages such as Light X or Diet X, they say 0 calories and 1 calorie. Is it true or just a joke? And whether it's good for consumption? So is it good to have them?
It's true that they have no calories at all. So if you want to consume them in moderation.
The next question is kind of related to that. People were asking if there's, or actually they read some studies that diet beverages can make you gain weight if taken daily. So does that make sense? Like, how is that true?
it can make you gain weight if you compensate for eating more during the day. For example, if you have that diet beverage and then you say, wow, I can have that piece of cake now, and you have that piece of cake and this adds the calories.
So it's because it's the psychology of it.
Yes, it's because, you can compensate. So still the position of the Academy of Nutrition, they say that these non-nutritive sweeteners that they sweeten the diet beverages with, they can actually decrease your calorie and carbs intake only if you don't compensate with extra calories and sugar. And if you substitute it for sugar. So if you substitute it for sugar and you don't compensate, you're fine. Other than that, it may cause weight gain. But again, some studies show that it can disrupt your eating behavior, increase your appetite, but other studies contradict that. So it's still, there's no position. But till now, you can really have that in moderation.
What is moderation? Like once a week?
Twice maybe.
Twice a week.
Yeah,
okay, that's
fine.
not so bad.
Yeah.
Actually, another sort of related question about maltitol.
Yes.
Maltitol or maltitol. Is it good as a sweetener? Someone's asking about that.
Yeah, it's also another sweetener. It's a sugar alcohol. So it's again sugar substitute. It's safe for consumption. And it's used in candies, the candies, the ice cream, chocolate, jellies. So it is, it's actually much less calories than sugar. It doesn't promote any tooth decay. And that's why they use it also in the gum. So it's completely safe and it lowers blood glucose response. So it's a good option.
03-887-000. Questions for Sally Sawaya this morning.
So speaking of other sweet things, good morning, guys. Question for Sally. Is it true that dark chocolate made of cocoa have no nutritional benefits, as cocoa, which has been roasted at high degrees, will lose all its nutrition benefits?
I read something like that because traditionally they used to roast it at high temperatures. It can reduce the amount of antioxidants in dark chocolate. But I think nowadays they are roasting it not at very high temperatures and for a specific time, short period of time. So I don't think it really affects as much as it used to before. So
chocolate nowadays is healthier than it used to be?
Yes, Gavin, sure.
Okay.
Somebody's asking about avocado. Can it be part of my diet if I'm trying to lose weight?
Yes,
we always hear that avocado has quite a lot of calories.
It is true, Olga. 100% it's true, but it's the good fats. It's the monounsaturated fats that are good for heart health, for the brain. And avocado being for example, a part of the Mediterranean diet, and now the Mediterranean diet is really advocated for weight loss. So it can be a part, but just make sure that 1/5 of an avocado is about 50 calories. So just be mindful. You can have maximum 1/3 to half an avocado during the day, and then you're just make sure that you include it within your calories of the day. You can ask the dietitian to include it for you, for example.
So only half an avocado per day?
Yes, Gavin.
And how much is that avocado in calories? Half
calories,
an avocado?
About 300, Gavin.
Oh, really? It's a lot.
350, yes.
But they're healthy, good calories?
They are, yes. Good calories, fiber, vitamin E, so they contain a lot of good nutrients.
So it's not like having a donut, which is also around 300?
Yes, definitely go for the avocado.
Okay. 03-887-000.
Someone is asking, is it good to be vegetarian 3 days per week? Well, I'm vegetarian 7 days. Well, pescatarian. I eat fish.
Oh, that's great, Olga. Fish is really very healthy, good quality protein, and as long as you bake it and cook it healthily. Now, the Academy of Nutrition is really recommending that we go vegetarian at least twice a week. So you're on the right track. If you have vegan or vegetarian foods 3 times a week, it's perfect. And then you can always consume more white meat from fish and a bit of chicken, better than having always red meat. So definitely you're on the right track.
Because back in the day, people didn't eat that much meat. I was reading this book, 1810. This man came to Lebanon, and he went through all the little villages, and people didn't eat meat. They ate birrol.
Burghul, yes. Burghul is the whole grain. It's the cracked wheat.
And only on special occasions did they slaughter a sheep. It was on that special sheep slaughtering day.
Well, Eid, one of the Eid.
Yeah, so only on special occasions did they actually eat meat. And most of the time they were just eating birrol.
And that's why they were healthier. And they used to move more, Gavin,
Yeah.
They used to move more.
Yeah,
even if they ate a bit more,
they had
used
to hunt that sheep. Yeah. Well, maybe not the sheep, but in general,
apparently
life was harder.
There used to be lions up in the mountains.
Yeah, we had a lot more animals before things started to change. Anyway, other questions are coming in. Someone's asking, is there any gluten sensitivity test in Lebanon that's reliable? Not a tolerance test, just a sensitivity test.
I think there is, but you should, visit your gastroenterologist. He can refer you, or you can go to a really well-reputed lab where they do this kind of tests. Yes, and you can know if you're sensitive to gluten or not.
And what sort of symptoms do people get if they are sensitive to gluten?
Normally, Gavin, it's bloating, maybe diarrhea. You feel uncomfortable. Your digestive system is uncomfortable. Sometimes it's related to headaches, like migraine headaches.
Yeah, I've heard that. Some people have that.
And malaise, tiredness. Some people really can be gluten intolerant or wheat intolerant in
I know
general.
someone that was having like migraines for a really long time, and then it turned out she was actually allergic to yeast. So it wasn't specifically gluten, but it's like, because yeast is in most breads and in a lot of things that also have gluten, she just says that she's gluten intolerant.
Yeah.
But it's really yeast. So even things like beer and wine, they give her massive headaches.
Wow.
Yeah, sure. They can test for that.
Another person actually was saying, back to the diet beverages, if consumed with no food, they will disturb your insulin secretion and then hence lead to gaining weight, all due to metabolism.
Okay, there is one study, only one study that showed that it can induce a rise in insulin, which insulin is actually an adipogenic hormone, so it likes to store fat in the body. So there's only one study that showed that even if it doesn't raise blood sugar, it raises insulin and can cause that effect. But still, the consensus is that it can help people reduce their caloric intake and sugar.
And another related question, someone is asking, can I use, this is not a brand, right? This type of sugar?
Stevia sugar.
Stevia, yeah, as a substitute for sugar.
Yes, it's a natural kind. Yes, it's a natural kind. It's one of the good kinds if you like it. But make sure some people they think there's an aftertaste, so they'd rather not like it. They can choose another brand then.
Thank you, Sally Sawaya.
You're welcome.
How can we get in touch with you at Sally's Diet Right?
My Facebook and my Insta, Sally's Diet Right, and the right is spelled RITE.
Thank you, Sally Sawaya.
Thanks, Sally.
Well, I started the song again, sorry. Hope you didn't notice.